And we are live. What's up? This is Brad Watson of The Few here with Brian
Howdy.
Wagner, Reese Kirk. How we doing, boys?
We
Evening,
are
evening.
good.
Very good, thank you,
I'm
Brad. How are we?
pumped.
Excellent, amazing. Just in from running the Moomba inline and roller skate comps last night. It was a magical moment when the fireworks went off in the best trick contest. It was pretty cool. Had to be there for that one. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We are running a parkour contest, and we want to promo that contest today. So, let's see. First of all, how about we start off by having a bit of a look at the event structure that's coming up and talk about what we're looking for in terms of this event. So, if you haven't done so already, head over to thefew.studio, which is my website, and slide on down to the Digital Parkour Open 23 event. And here you'll find everything you need to know about the upcoming event. Now, I am getting feedback on my side. Why is that? Can you guys hear feedback?
Yeah, I'm getting just
Very
a
much
little
so.
Yep, I
Yeah.
think that's me. Let's try that.
No problem at all. We all have a little bit of technical errors here and there, as every
Okay.
production does. to some
Yep.
degree.
Yep, 100% of the time.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no
technical-
way that you can't have some sort of like technical difficulty when you're doing.
Dude, I lost all that feedback now, so we're golden from my side.
Yeah, same.
Ah,
good.
perfect. Okay, very good, very good. Well, so the event that we're running is a freestyle video edit based parkour competition. Entry fee $25. All the money will be going straight into the prize pool for you guys. We're keeping it simple with just two categories for this first event. We've got an open category and under 17s. We've got some amazing prizes. The prizes for top three are cool, but probably what's even more cool are the special one-off awards. So we've got some cash for the best trick, the best line, the person with the best style. Has there ever been an award in a parkour contest for best style before? How does style come into play in parkour?
You take the lead, Reese.
Oh, there are some steezy people in the parkour scene. So you'll typically see the people with the best style that are kind of more unique, add their own bit of a flair to it. Some really, really interesting people. Archie Orion jumps out at me. That is usually very steezy.
Josh Malone. He threw the first ever cork zero in a comp in, what was it, 2019 or 2020 out of motion, and that's like judged on style, and that can go for best trick sometimes like that, but style usually comes down to just like general flair. Like I'm sure in the rollerblading there's also that kind of thing, so just like a little bit of like grabs here and there, whatnot. Yeah.
Absolutely, indeed. And we will be talking with the chat throughout the show. We've got Henry in the chat hitting us up with the yo.
How you doing, man? In Sydney, throwing down all the time. Probably I'd say absolute one of the biggest up and coming young parkour people in the scene at the moment in Australia. For sure, you're doing well, man. Keep it up.
Awesome, good work, Henry. Crushing it. So a little bit about the judging. We have a sliding scale for judging, starting, of course, with difficulty. Difficulty is always going to be the most important part of any sort of contest run in skateboard, BMX, inline, parkour. So really just 30 points, up to 30 points based on the difficulty of the tricks you're performing. Style is also critical. If it doesn't look good, it really doesn't count. Let's face it. Flow is something new for the few. Brian, talk to me about flow.
So and essentially flow in parkour is like relevant to connecting moves in a a non-stuttery way. So essentially, like if you do a trick and then you're doing it in a line, well, majority of parkour competitions and style competitions, they're done in a line, and connecting into another trick or another like movement is usually judged about on flow. Yeah.
Makes sense. So it's the way you connect and move between your tricks. Yep, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And just a sneaky little 10 points for filming and editing. Of course, this is a video edit contest. So encouraging people to put a bit of time and effort into the way that they shoot and edit their videos so that it's as visually pleasing for the judges and the people watching as possible will be critical to your success in doing well in this event. I thought it might be cool for anyone who hasn't seen a few event before to have a look at a couple of our earlier edits from other contests. So the first clip here is of multiple time world champion CJ Wellsmore. He won the few in 2021 with this edit. So let's check it out.
Oh, that is unreal. I'm not surprised that one.
Man,
Yeah,
roller skating is so much harder than it looks.
Oh yeah, yeah. Both you and I have given it a crack, and it's just like we thought that it was so easy to like bring across to parkour, but it's a different level of just like different muscles that we didn't expect to be used, and just like the balance. Yes, like it can be quite attainable, but just like damn, it's impressive.
Yeah, wildly different for me. I thought I'm good on my feet. I can move. Yeah, just didn't know where to put my legs, and found myself hitting the ground so much harder than anything I've ever hit the ground on. So I've got a newfound respect for all roller skaters.
Oh,
yeah, it seems to sort of yeet you into the ground the way that it works. Coming off a ramp with wheels under your feet, it drives you into the ground. It's not fun until you get that balance point figured out. I think that is a really good example of that edit was shot in one day. You can see, just a one-day edit. So like in terms of how do you put together an edit for the few to be successful, it doesn't have to be some sort of grand production where you're shooting over weeks or months. You can plan to go out in a spot where you can get everything done in one day, shoot it well. CJ's a world champion, so we can't all perform at that level, but an excellent example of how you can come out on top with just a day's work in this sort of format. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty, I guess, pretty similar to parkour in the sense of like we go out for a training day. We usually have some things in mind beforehand, but like usually the spots provide the challenges you the time, and you can get a lot done in a day parkour wise. Very achievable.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. So really, if you're really stretching it out, you can probably get a really good edit done in 3 days in general. Let's have a look at the winner of our scooter competition. This is another pretty nice looking edit.
What?
I actually can't
That,
understand that.
wow. Oh, wow. Like, I used to watch a fair bit of stuff like that in terms of like Funk Bros, like Tanner Fox, like Ryan Williams. That kind of stuff is just unreal. Like,
Yeah.
high quality. Where's that guy from?
Sydney, I believe.
Oh, just wow. It looks kind of like Melbourne, like background almost. Like, but I can't believe some of the stuff he's done. Like where he threw the scooter and caught it, like did a scooter flip. That was just. I saw Ryan Williams do that in a front flip on that Nitro Circus, and it was just Jesus. But some of the shots in that video, it was just. Like honestly, it looked like it's like he hired a professional to film it for him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, that's sort of, again, it highlights that if you go to that extra level, you plan how you're shooting, where you're shooting, the tricks that you want to get. That's the way to be successful in these contests. So, do you have to produce that to do well? No, but it certainly helps. We've got Henry asking how many others have entered in under 17s. Henry, I can tell you that at this point, registration will close the 19th of March, and we have not received any registrations as yet, but that is quite normal as people will generally work on their edit all the way up until the 19th, have it finished on that day, and they'll register and submit their edit at the same time. So we've got some good prizes for the junior category. So get an edit in by the 19th. We're looking forward to see what you can put together.
Typical parkour people as well, always leaving things the last minute, showing up late. You know, it's always a thing.
Late to every jam, late to every edit. The video is meant to come out Friday, comes out Sunday.
There's literally a abandoned video in the works that we literally filmed in October that we just kind of forgot about it, honestly. Yeah.
we forgot about it.
Yeah, I'll say we as in like it was passed from Isaac to me, the edit, because he was like, nah, and I'm like, I'll give it a crack because I work as an editor, a video editor and cinematographer. And I'm just like, sometimes it's effort, you know. So I understand parkour people because I am one.
Yeah, that's very true, especially when it's your job as well. But anyone out there, hit up Brian if you need filming and editing. He's the expert.
Put more on my plate. Oh yes, put more on my plate.
So I thought we might watch a few edits from another video edit contest for parkour from the Fizz. Probably some stuff that you guys haven't seen, which will be really cool. So we'll watch these in a similar fashion to how the contest will work. We'll watch them and then we'll get some comments from you guys on what you thought was cool, what worked. So let's jump in and have a look at our first edit from the Fizz.
I can't even remember that guy's name. Say it badly enough. But some of those tricks are just, whoa. Straight off the bat, he just starts off with a triple cork. Like, there's only a handful of people in the world that can do that in parkour-wise. Like, trickers do it all the time. I saw a raised double twist, which is like, that's not done much in parkour. I mean, Rudy's are...
And super clearly. Like,
oh, yeah. On concrete as well.
Yeah.
Just so good.
I think that's probably the thing that stood out the most was like each kind of movement wasn't janky. Like, he then moved it into something pretty fluidly,
and
and like big tricks. Like, when
good
you're
flow,
throwing
good
things-
execution. Yeah, good flow, good execution, good difficulty. Like, just pretty good all round. Even had a little bit of style in there in terms of how he did some things.
Yeah, almost like that standing style raise, just like really opened up at the end.
Yeah, for sure. Some good little points in there to do well in the comp for the few.
Yeah. Pretty slick edit. I think that was a top 3 edit if my memory serves me correctly, but I'd have to go back and check. Let's check out another one.
I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I am no regular citizen. Nope. Do you understand what you witnessing? You cannot tell what the difference is. I want it all and I'm winning it. I do not care about opinions. Time to make a few decisions so I can take a position. I'ma go get it, I'm punching and kicking. I keep on moving it up for me. Just do it and stop at a talking to. I'm not expressing no modesty. I can't see nobody stopping me. If there's a problem, I gotta solve it. Straight to the top, I can't see myself falling. I gotta grab it, there's no time for stalling. Number one, running, don't have the options. Now I'm fired up. I'm sorry, brother, your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. I came from the ashes, I rise up.
That's not Blue Shorts, is it? Alexander.
Nah, Tedoreko.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I think I can't remember this guy's name as well, but I'm pretty sure he's really good mates with Ellis Torhill, and he kind of grew up in that kind of gym environment and got all those tricks down hard because there's only a handful of people that can do that. What he started off with, like on that bar, it was
The
like
swing to double flip.
no, like what he started off. I think it was like technically a gargle gainer, but gargle gainer is like you hang like that, but he did it from
a hip
mounting
cast?
on the for hip cast, but did it full like and that low as well. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I like the double back with the stall, but that's because like double flyaway with like a proper stall though. Like he held that with confidence, and then
I'm pretty sure in tricking they call that a Coca-Cola. I don't know why. I was trying to do a side Coca-Cola, like a side, like you do a double side, but you do a Coca-Cola in the middle. Yeah. I don't know why it's called that, but I could even be wrong. Like this could be, You go.
So I'm guessing the Fizz comp is a one-shot flow contest as well, because both of these clips were one takes.
Yeah, Tempest Free Running do the same thing. So they just came out with Kings of Concrete, which is like it was filmed a year ago, but mainly what they do is they do online digital comps where they do a single clip, like a one take of pretty much people just do their hardest tricks in one line, and you got to kind of vote between the one person, and it's like just elimination between the two of the people.
Yeah.
It seems to be an upcoming, almost like trend in parkour competitions wise. It's always been a thing doing a line, like that's what you do in parkour and free running, and it's just like now it's becoming more of a mainstream competition thing for parkour.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great. It looks really cool to see it all put together like that. I think you probably might lose. Like, for instance, there's probably no way to have some cool roof shots in your one line. You know what I mean? It sort of wrecks a bit of the ability to do a whole range of things. But it's really cool, to see the line work getting done.
I guess it's easier for elimination for specific comps. Like for art of motion submissions, it's just like a compilation of all your best stuff, pretty much.
Yeah, my favorite of those is Fosky's 2015 one.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Like the best 1 minute and 9 seconds or whatever it was of my whole life. Like that man. If you want to talk about flow and like clean movement, that Fosky 2015 video was.
Alrighty, well we'll jump into that at some point. So remind me when we run through these clips, and we'll check that one out as the gold standard of what people should be aiming for. Let's
Please enter.
let's jump into another one.
Lilu.
I thought it was.
Yeah. Lilu.
Love the backyard setup.
Beef.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, she does a pretty cruisy backyard setup with just pallets, and she's just so creative, like unmatched in terms of like in the female world of parkour. She's the first one ever to do the manpower gap, the first female to do the manpower gap in Nice in France, and it was just like, she's the pioneer of females in the sport. Yeah, well, not pioneer, I should say Lucy Romberg and Sydney Olsen were, but she's like the new one. Yeah,
She's like leading the way in the new school.
Absolutely.
And we've got Amy Lucas in the chat. Hey, Amy, how long have all of you been involved in the parkour scene?
Well, Reese.
Did you start, Brian?
Oh, well, I've been technically for a long time, since like probably like when I was like 12, but like seriously, I've been training for 10 years now, like properly seriously, but I've been playing ramp parkour for like 5 years plus, like before that. But yeah, solid 10 years of training.
Yeah, I think I went to my first Oz parkour class, so I started kind of jumping around with my mates in 2007. And then 2008, we went to our first APA class. So APA is the Australian Parkour Association. And so I went to my first class with someone who then I trained with for, a decade. We have matching spring tattoos on our ankles.
Abe. Abraham.
Man is a fantastic guy. So, yeah, we started really picking it up from about 2011. We started going hard.
And of course, I've never parkoured a day in my life. I'm an inline skater. I've been skating since 1995. Yep. So there's that. We've
You're
also
a veteran.
Yeah, that's right. Very much so.
Hi, Sean.
Just Brian.
Is beast.
Brian.
Yeah. We train a lot. We train a lot together. We go down to Nika, like open training sessions a lot, and go down Sandringham. And Addison from Vandom Crew also teaches Shao, and his good mate Dan teaches parkour to them. That's how they got into it.
Amazing. Well, if you guys could share the link out for us for this and get some other people watching, that would be greatly appreciated.
Spread it around.
Yep. Yes, Nika.
Nika.
National Institute of Circus Arts.
All right, let's jump into another clip, shall we?
Absolutely.
Let me help you, let me mold you, let me teach you, let me coach you, run a play, yeah, like you supposed to, run a play, yeah, like you supposed to, let me help you, let me mold you, let me teach you, let me coach you, run a play, yeah, like you supposed to, run a play, yeah, like you supposed to, I pull up in a spaceship. I play for the Rockets. I can see them hating, but they cannot stop it. I know I'm amazing. That's why they keep watching. I be going crazy. I know how they take it.
Oh, damn. I believe that was Ella Buccio from, I don't remember where she's from, but I'm pretty sure Russia?
I get Denmark vibes.
Denmark?
It looks like one of the Copenhagen parks, but I could be very much mistaken.
I mean, I'm just quickly looking up and where she's from.
Well, it was a pretty cool
That's
edit.
wonderful.
Again, I'm really liking the single take. I'd love to know how many takes these edits took to get. And that was, is that it? Would you say that's a very gymnasticsy style with the execution of the round off flips and
Yeah, I'm
things?
pretty sure she started out gymnastics wise. A lot of people, there are a lot of big names in the parkour community that have started off gymnastic wise. Like I did gymnastics when I was like 9, maybe for like 6 months, and then I did trampolining for like a year when I was like 10. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, it seems to be a prerequisite.
And you can see that when people do like aerials, it's got a very like gymnastics style to it. Like
dancing, that's what people get into that
dancing. Because my aerial looks ghetto and not nearly as pretty.
And so then in parkour, would you, like, certainly in skating, we would do what a gymnast would call a very unorthodox style of flips. You know, we don't take a gymnastics look or feel to any of our flips, and a lot of them are just off-axis spins. Does parkour want to lean more towards a gymnastics aesthetic with moves, or is it a combo where you want to do a perfect backflip but a side flip?
It's always been its own, but we have adopted a lot of stuff from gymnastics and tricking. Even sometimes there's tricks that have come out in the parkour that are inspired by snowboarders or stuff like that.
Yep.
Like there's a classic parkour move or tricking move called a corkscrew or cork. And in snowboarding, there's also a move called a cork, but it's nowhere near the same. And people have started bringing the snowboarding type of cork into parkour. And then there was a bit of a debacle of just like, no, you can't call that one a cork. This is a cork. I'm like, huh? But yeah, very much we've always been kind of our own style, our own take on flips and stuff like that. But there's also a lot of like clean ways to do things as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. And trick names and convention is very local. It's certainly something that happens in skating. In one pocket of the world, a misty flip might be called a corkscrew, might be called a bio, but it's all sort of similar.
What would you say a misty flip is? Hello, Dan, in the comments section. I still don't know why you call yourself Dab. What's that?
One of the big parts on, I guess, when you're looking at like the flips is more like how it's being landed. Like you kind of like when you think about like cleanness of it, the part that I'm more focused on is like how did you land that trick? Like,
yep,
was there a sketch to it?
Yeah, like how did your knees feel? That's kind of what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
It's like, did it look good or did it look
uncontrolled?
Yeah, uncontrolled and messy. Like you landed by accident is kind of the big one.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of the times.
I've noticed in terms of flow that twice people have backflipped and then sort of front flip rewind out as part of the landing, which looks pretty cool.
Usually when people do an under rotation of something, they usually roll out or something like that. Or when they over rotate, they can usually do a macaco out, which is like a one-handed back handspring kind of thing. That's a common thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
For saving moves.
فلو قوی بکش برو بالا
I'm all about the hype.
I'm pretty sure his name is Yasin Hamadi. He is an absolute dominator of the Tempest for Earning online comps. He's always throwing down, always going hard, and very much built for these kind of competitions. These lines are just perfect for it.
Yeah. Wild
Yeah.
hype team.
Hey.
Wild hype team with him as well.
Oh yeah, always. He's made some training vibe that's just huge.
Yeah.
Completely. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Have the full squad there, turn it on the hype. Yeah, for sure. I like it. I like his style. Very, very cool presentation of that clip.
What do we got here? What are you thinking? Oh, yes.
So, yeah, we've got some Red Bull clips here. We did have a question from Amy mentioning that I've been skating, talking to me. I've been skating longer than she's been alive, and to show some of my tricks. Do we want to watch a quick edit of me?
Yes.
I would love to see that. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Why not? We can do that. So I'm just queuing it up. We'll make it. We'll come back to us for a sec, and we'll get this over here.
I'm keen to see you in action, Brad.
Yeah. Well, I'm old. That's the problem.
We all get there eventually.
Yeah, that's right. Time catches up. Alrighty, Amy, just for you, here's a little bit of me from a couple of years ago.
Hey.
Oh, Steezy. On the backside grind.
Ooh.
Got to stay hydrated.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Hey, that's great.
Oi.
Go on.
I wish I knew all the move names.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, this is in Tassie. Wait, no, that's not in Tassie. There's a very similar spot to this in Tassie. Oh, height. Whoa. I love the cutoff.
Brian, that last landing looked like your last flip gap.
Oh yeah, Canberra did me a good one. Yep.
Brad,
Yeah, a bit
so
of
are we gonna see a parkour edit from you then, and throw out some of those
Oh, from the back.
maybe next year. Maybe
That'd
we'll
be
work
wicked.
on something.
You definitely got the style there, and the flips involved.
Yeah, so there you go. That's a little bit of what I've been up to in skating. That was from I ran a comp for the last couple of years, Vertical World Open. So open to all inline and roller skaters from around the world to compete on vert. So that was my interpretation of vert skating. Yeah, a little bit non-classical. But that's just the way I think about things.
I love it.
Yeah, so how about we just keep chatting and we'll watch some of this Red Bull event. I'll maybe just bring the sound down.
Bart van der Linden. Dimitri Kasanides.
That man won everything for always.
I'm pretty sure he did 2 years in a row where he won Red Bull Out of Motion.
Yeah, I remember when DK kind of came out of nowhere because I went to Amsterdam for a trip and it was just after he won his first thing, and I was there for Love of Movement.
Oh yeah, I still really want to go to For Love of Movement.
Oh, dude, it was one of the best. That was
still on my bucket list.
who had the tail? Zephyr LaRue?
Who was he? Oh, Johan LaRue.
Yes, that's him.
Yeah.
Because he
With,
was
with
a
the
beast. He put a
with
shirt
like
on his...
specially cut beard.
Yeah.
It was like zebra stripes. Yeah.
Yeah, he was incredible.
Parkour is crazy stuff. Oh yeah, the OG, the Few
There he is.
fan. Oh, who's that?
Yeah, there's some mysterious people who've been there from the start following the Few, so I appreciate them logging in. Yeah, look at that double side. What a cool spot. Where do you find a bunch of cool connected roof gaps to have a contest like this?
So yeah, this is Santorini, Greece. So absolute like parkour heaven.
And these are actually
audience
people's
is
houses.
chock-a-block. Yeah.
So many people in the audience. There is like a lot of times on sites of parkour competitions similar to this, when they have people filming, is a lot of the time the videographers won't know where they're going and they get in the way of some people's. Oh, I love that classic ending when he jumps in the pool. That comp was unreal. I remember watching it.
Yeah, pull gap to finish. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It became like the thing, didn't it? Like everybody finished in the pools for a while.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Pasha do something, just like launched into one.
Yeah.
Jeez, DK
He's
was
so young there. Jinx. Yeah, me a soda.
And this isn't that old.
No, this is
I mean,
nostalgic.
what, 2013? Maybe this one?
Oh, blue shorts.
Oh, Sidorenko.
They just called him blue shorts the entire competition.
Legit, I mean, that's what he goes by now because that's what everyone associated him with because he otherwise wore the blue shorts in this competition because no one knew him.
He won.
And literally, he still runs by that. Yeah.
I remember. Is this the same one that Joey Adrian just like went ham in?
I believe so, yeah, because
this
is the one that
guy.
Alexander, this is the one that where Alexander Tidorenko came out, no one knew who he was, and he won. He stole the competition, he won, and then got sponsored by Red Bull straight off the bat.
Yeah.
Just like, that's the way Red Bull competitions usually work, is that anyone who wins usually gets a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is
the very
insane,
few people.
To come out of nowhere and like the caliber of athletes at the time. Like
Oh, Nate Weston.
Pedro
Salgado.
DK.
Who I can't see the other
guy.
You see Alexander Tidorenko has braces now. He's like all that Red Bull sponsorship has paid off because he didn't come from a very wealthy family. Wasn't it? Yeah. But he's absolutely throwing down still. Like every week, he's pushing himself. Wong.
There's Pasha. Yeah, Travis Wong ran like what was it? The Ultimate Parkour Challenge.
Yeah. Oh, I remember seeing that on MTV.
That was the greatest thing ever.
Absolutely unreal show. See, Art of Motion just does competitions so well. Well, Red Bull does. I mean, makes sense. They have the budget for it, but just like what everyone waited for every single year.
Oh, the amount of
yeah, there was multiple times, like literally every year of like for a good like 6 years. All the parkour people in Tassie, we'd all meet up, stay at one of the guys' houses, and then stay up until late watching it, and lose our shit and piss off our parents because they were like, "Go to sleep," and we're like, "Nah,
nah, Red Bull's on."
Nah, Red Bull's on, mum.
I remember I watched Red Bull one year in the UK with a bunch of people.
Yeah,
and that was insane. Hazar was one of my favorite athletes.
Oh yeah, she's on. Yeah, still on a recovery game from the Capstone project where she broke her elbow.
Yeah, dude. On the topic of videos, Capstone. Oh.
Yes. Just peak.
Oh,
My
dude,
favorite.
Huge roof gaps. Yeah.
this next trick is nuts.
Oh,
Wait, no, because someone else did the triple. Didi went and did something. Or did
full
he do
in.
the triple?
No, full. No, yeah, double Arabian. That's right.
Because that was right after. Was it Zen did the triple off it?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that many. That many
I think we might have dropped. What's happened?
from
Has
live.
my internet dropped?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It still
the
says
stop-
lies in the top one in the corner.
Stream unavailable. Yeah, the software will keep the stream going. What's happened? Stream. Oh, stream suspended for policy violations. So Red Bull just tagged us for showing this.
Ah.
Ah.
We mentioned the name, we mentioned footage of like their stuff, and just like, nah, you can't be showing our stuff, even though it's like free advertising for them, even
That's
though they
my
don't need any
mistake.
more advertising.
I actually
No problem at all.
I actually checked if this clip was showable, and it didn't get flagged when I uploaded it. So how can I think yeah,
Is there a way to reboot the live stream?
I'm getting messages that we've been dropped. Let me I can fix this. I just have to go into settings, and obviously we can't show any more Red Bull. They're upset.
Hey, there's Dom.
We could definitely show apes. Yeah, we definitely show apes.
That's one of the Lepresi brothers, isn't it?
Yeah. Sam, I believe.
Sorry, Red Bull.
Damn you, Red Bull.
We didn't mean to upset you guys.
Violate their stuff.
Copyright. Can I please get the stream back? Or has it actually?
Wonder if I got any messages as well.
See details.
Yep, 2 minutes. Stream down.
Yeah. Options, public. So how do I get it back? I actually haven't had this happen to me because I'm quite careful.
Silly buggers. Bloody Red Bull. Bloody Red Bull.
While we fix the chat, while we fix the stream, has anyone got any random burning questions?
Oh, we're off. Are we back?
Off.
Oh no, are we back? Ah, we're back.
Are we back?
I think. Yeah, it looks like we're back.
Sweet. Your audio is a little bit funny, Reese, after that, for some reason.
Woo, we're back. What about now?
A little muffly, but we can work with it. Damn. Well, for any context for some of the people watching, Red Bull didn't like us using their stuff. Maybe even saying their name right now might get us taking off again. Maybe we just shouldn't say it anymore.
Yeah, we got pinched for showing their clips, so we do apologize to Red Bull. We don't want to infringe on anyone's copyrighted materials. If you want to watch, now there was going to be an epic trick coming up. You'll have to go find it yourself. Too bad.
Just watch them anyway. They're unreal to watch.
All
right.
What about if we jump over to this one?
Curse you, Red Bull. We love you, but we'll just making cool shit. You know, we're just watching it.
Now who's going to see the double?
Then we can't see it. Oh, I see Azan.
Hitting us with the bra.
Azan. Sorry, I haven't met you, so I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. But I see you all the time. Keep up the good work.
It's my favorite video of all time.
So we're about to watch the best video of all time. Do we want to just watch it or stay on screen while it plays? Which would you guys prefer?
My mouth is just going to be dropped the whole time.
I
remember.
You can still see our reactions. Yeah.
All right, let's get the live reaction to this one.
All right.
I've watched this like 100 times. His cork switches. This is nuts.
I can watch in awe. Always been a big Foxy fan.
Oh, I got to train with Fosky in Amsterdam.
Hey, yeah, Portland.
Yeah, it was like insane.
Seeing the man, the myth, the legend in person.
Yeah, so short.
He came to. Was it Fosky that came to Abe's jump off once?
Yeah, he came to
Yeah.
jump off in it. But I'm pretty sure it was after he did his ACL.
The 2017 one, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, thought so.
he made me want to learn cork D-leg.
Yeah, it's legit same. Just unreal. Like I never even heard of cork
That-
D-leg before. Yeah, full D-leg.
Oh, so smooth.
Calm down, Reese. You're getting a bit aroused.
No, wildly so. This is like I remember watching all the gut videos. Like this was
Oh,
that's the manpower
Man.
gap, by the way.
Huge. Huge.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we were mentioning before. To that lead they did.
Yeah.
Epic. We've got a question from Amy. Who are my favorite parkour skating people? I mean, I've been flat out watching parkour since sort of starting to arrange this comp. I think it's pretty obvious that Dom Tomato is the man. It's been
He's technically not up and coming though. Like been like
well,
a
okay, he's not
long
up and
time.
coming. Yeah, well, favorite people. Yeah, not up and coming, but he's a bit of a beast. And in skating, the Australian Shane Yost is a legend, and some of the old school guys, street guys are pretty amazing. Guys like Dustin Latimer and Aaron Feinberg, up and coming. It's hard to say. There's so many people up and coming in everything. I mean, it's all these sports are so global now. Populations aren't condensed to one area. It's not like in the old days in rollerblading when if you weren't in California, you weren't counted for anything. There's people everywhere doing all sorts of different stuff. So you can never narrow it down to any particular people, I would say. Do you guys think there's any up and comers in parkour to be looking out for?
You go, Rich.
Oh, up and coming.
That's your knowledge.
I'm slightly detached because
What about Henry's an up and comer?
He's already put in registration while we're on the live stream.
Yeah, who have I been really about? I mean, some of the ones that I think are up and comers are already making it huge. Like you think about like people like Kadori who are still so young, but making huge waves.
Yeah, he's definitely brought back arm jumps. Well, he definitely brought back he was the one that brought back arm jumps. Was what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Henry, who's watching at the moment, is on my eye at the moment in terms of like in Australia, up and coming. I mentioned this before, and he's just going around off triple backs. Young boy. I say that because I can't remember how old he is.
Sydney parkour scene has consistently produced high level people though. Like
sure.
I think about like where all the scenes are. Sydney parkour for as long as I've been around has been kind of at the top. Like it was like Melbourne and Sydney for the longest time. Then Brisbane popped off from basically the B&E videos, like when the Paul Christian and EJ were all coming up. You'd wait for like this is gonna show my age. This is when we all waited for YouTube videos, and we were all like 15 and 16. And so you'd wait for Owls Gang, who were predominantly Melbourne. You'd wait for the Owls Gang video. You'd wait for the B&E video, and they just like, and then Greg Eccles, who was just like the man in parkour for the longest time, who had some of the biggest jumps, dropped a video called "This Is Sydney," and that was insane. And that got shared by Hobson, like the rapper Hobson. Like,
yeah, that's right. Oh, because he used one of his songs, yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. Just
Alrighty.
unreal.
Talking about local talent, what about we check out a quasi-recent parkour contest from Australia, and you guys can have a bit of a chat about what
Sydney
apes is
Parkour.
and what's going on.
So this is the 2019 one, yeah? No.
I reckon it is. No, that's Phil. That's one.
I
of the
believe it's
impressive
2019.
photos. That's
I believe
John.
it's 2019. So I competed in the advanced skill comp because this is the Apes Chalora gym, which is unfortunately now closed down. And who was that?
That's Kadori.
There's Kadori.
That's
No, who was
Phil.
that?
That's Philly.
Nick, yeah.
Nick RPT. RPTS.
Yeah. Sam.
Is that?
Sam Sanger. There's Dom. But yeah, so I competed in this. Oh,
that
Reese.
Christian?
No, it's Declan.
Hey, there I am.
Sargent.
There I am
There's-
on the right
there's-
in the
This
in a
guy,
jacket.
Oscar Chow, that you're seeing right now, he's in Vandom Crew. He won the free run comp for apes for this competition, and I came second in the advanced skill behind Brody and before Kadori.
Hey, that's not me. No, I would
That's
never fall over a side flip.
Watching this right now. Still don't know if I'm saying your name right, dude.
Jeez, yeah.
This was I'm really hoping that this year there's another jump off because COVID kind of killed jump off. Plus JP, the owner of the gyms, Brad. He has one child, and another child on the way. So he's like
Busy.
a bit busy.
Life catches up, absolutely.
Yeah. I miss the days.
I know.
Bring back jump off. Bring back jump off.
Oh. I remember I crumpled
You
my
heard it here
shoulder
first.
on a
Bring
dive roll the
back
day
jump
before.
off.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, best competition
What
in
was that?
Australia.
What was that, Reese?
The day before jump off, like the Thursday night, I did a dive roll and just landed on my shoulder, and just like crumpled my AC joint. And it was the whole reason I went down was to compete.
Yeah. And every jump off for me, I keep destroying my ankle. Like legit, after the school comp, I was in this gym at H Chalora doing a side pre, absolutely stuck at like premium. And then Brody Pawson comes over and he's like, "Yeah, that was sick. Have you considered the plyo after?" And I'm like, "No, I hadn't, but that's sick." Literally the first attempt at me doing the side pre to plyo, I missed one of my feet and fully compress all my weight onto one ankle, and it just goes. And I'm just like, "Oh no, there we go. There goes some ligaments."
Was the side pre on the A, like on the apes?
No, so I did it in the little brick section at the back.
Yep.
Between two walls. I'm just
Young
like,
Zach? He's
spicy
insane.
SC.
Young
Yeah.
Zach is so good.
I remember for this event, it was a 2018 event, I believe. His dad and JP from Apes made these shirts called Zach is Coming, just in terms of like, and just saying, he's an upcoming bloke. But that dude, Zach, literally just like lives at the gym pretty much. He's got his own backyard setup. Like, dude is so exposed to parkour, and his dad is just like the nicest guy ever.
Yeah, but Zach can do some like for the longest time he's been able to do some like high level.
I don't remember this part. I must have like left at this point because I was like injured.
Yeah,
I don't remember there being a tag.
Me neither.
I must have been somewhere else. Maybe I'm just playing in the background there or something.
That's what I was trying to say. Is like either of us just sat anyway.
Yeah.
And a quick question from the chat, Amy. Do you do parkour, Amy? We don't know.
I remember watching Kadori make that jump.
Zach Newland.
Yeah, that
Zach
gap looks
had. What's that?
That gap looks pretty sketchy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a decent standing pre, really.
couldn't tell you who that was.
I'm pretty sure I know the guy's name, but I can't think of the top of my head. Who's that?
Is that Antec?
Yeah, Antec was there. Antec was there. Old school jump
Antec
squad.
had some of the. Yeah, Jump Squad was the other one I was trying to think of.
Sam Carter,
That guy
man
is
behind Capstone.
Greg Eccles. That's Greg.
Greg
He dropped
Eccles.
This Is Sydney. He lives in Melbourne now.
Does this video have any? Not a chance. I'd fall on my face. Reach could confirm that. Do you know Amy?
Yeah, I do. Amy goes to our Muay Thai gym.
Oh yeah.
Greg
Ah.
has one of the. So Greg
Lighter.
has a standing jump that is on par with Kai Willis, I'm pretty sure. And for like old school people know Kai Willis. Hey, there's me. Look at me, little shirtless beauty. Yeah, Kai Willis had some of the biggest hops, and Greg, there's your boy.
He does have quite big hops.
That's
I remember
so
doing
unreal.
Ultimate Tag with him. And I was just like, they literally, his name for Ultimate Tag was Birdman or something. Oh, no, the Eagle. And they all just said how long his arm span is and stuff like that.
Dude, his core game is still so on point.
Oh yeah. Oh, I need to go back here.
Hey, there's Xander in the background.
Yeah. Can't see him.
Oh, what's his name? Spanish boy.
Jarrett.
Defo.
Defo.
It was yeah, Defo was there. No idea who that last one was.
Okay, and that so that concludes all the clips that I had prepared to run through, and we're just a minute or two off the hour mark. Any other clips that you guys want to check out before we pack things up?
I guess I'd love to plug in Vandom Crew right now while we have the chance. Whether you want to watch one of our YouTube videos, just in terms of like to see how we train or do some things, just in terms of if you want to get any inspiration for any things you might want to do for this competition.
So
let's say go to YouTube. It'd probably be better.
Oh, okay. Well, just for anyone watching, you can follow Reese and Brian here and here. And so what am I looking for on YouTube?
Just Vandom Crew. VANDUM Crew.
All right.
For some reason, sometimes if you just look up Vandom, a lot of Bollywood stuff will come up, and we're like, that isn't park.
Which video do you think, Brian?
Huh?
Which video do you want?
I don't know. We can watch the camera video if you want.
Oh,
Where I just ate crap.
There's one called "Is It Weird I Can't Remember."
This is the reason why it's called "Is It Weird I Can't," because I kept saying, "Is it weird that I can't remember?" after the bail, because I got knocked out in a minute, and gave me a concussion. I kept recycling through a few questions, like I kept saying, "Good start to the trip, boys. Can I see the clip? Is it weird I don't remember? I haven't had a bail like that in years." So we literally
Canberra clips.
Yeah. So we went to Canberra to surprise fellow member Isaac James for his birthday, and we went up with the intention to not tell him straight up, but he saw messages on his wife's phone, and we was like, "Damn, the beans have been spilled."
Oh,
So I originally met Reese, like Isaac, some of the in
Canberra.
We met in Canberra in 2017 for the NatGat, the National Gathering. Oh, there's a little clip, a little teaser. And we met in 2017. And this is like, we've always wanted to go back to this place because it was like, we met each other and it was just, the training unmatched. Like, it's just unreal.
This is the first spot that I met you at, because I'm pretty sure you did that jump.
Yeah, I did that jump back in 2017. I wanted to revisit it.
And so that
watched
spot has actually been rollerblading street contests right where that spot was with the big
Right
out
there?
rail.
With which one? Sorry.
With the out
Right here.
rail and the double set, there's been rollerblading comps, like in Balconnen at that exact spot.
Yeah,
Oh,
On
wicked.
those toast. That's like an iconic spot. That one.
In Australia. Oh, Canberra. It's just like everyone knows Canberra from that spot. So this guy, you need to look out for. His name is Roberto, and he's just absolutely unreal. Never even heard of the guy. And big hops, big side pre. He does it in this.
Is that?
It's Hamish Ferg. Addison in the background. Gotta love that fisheye. Isaac did a wicked job on this edit.
Dude, Isaac has just crazy big hops.
Yeah.
This is the
Oh,
best
no.
clip. Oh, hey!
We're brain dead right now from that bowler yesterday. So doing jumps again. See, that's the brain dead.
And then this is the next day when I was told to not train for the next 5 days. I was like, nah, I'm in Canberra. I'm training.
So you took medical advice, right?
Oh, yeah. I took like a little bit of a break, which was just one night. Because concussions, you're meant to not do anything for like a good while.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
it's
did
probably
anyone-
taken a toll.
Did
Hey?
anyone do the? You know how Isaac did the cat pass over into roll just then? Did anyone look at
Yeah.
the side drop?
Side over
Like-
it.
Yeah, like side flip onto the box.
You can't really, I mean, like, you can tell kind of how big that is, but like, that'd just
It's
be
huge.
ridiculous to do that. Yeah, it's big. Like, it's a decent drop onto a concrete, like slab
Yeah.
kind of thing where it's a little bit dusty
Yeah.
in terms of like the surface is just kind of slippery.
Video ends with a bang.
And then it just basically is this one little section. See, this last bit, I do not have any recollection of. I don't even remember any of this.
That's what you get for doing that.
Yeah. I feel I was fine. What's it?
Can I poke you back?
Yeah.
Gently.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nikolai.
Make sure your ribs are all right.
I've
Yeah.
known him since I was like,
How are you alive?
I don't know.
Yeah. I've actually
14.
pretty hard hits before.
No shit.
Yeah.
All right, Dom.
It's all
Right.
like that.
Dinner time? All right, let's go.
Nasty. Nothing worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really tell in the video, but like it was stuffed me up. It was like I rolled my ankle on the corrugated iron. So on the
So,
takeoff.
Brian-
So I was like,
This video, this is the trip where I met you for the first time. This is when I was at my peak.
oh yeah.
This got shared by
That guy.
Storm and everything.
Oh, that's right.
Because you'll meet Abe, so you'll
Yeah.
see the guy that I have the tattoo with is that guy. So I've trained with him since we were 12, 13.
Since we were born.
Yeah.
Coming out of the womb, doing hops together.
Yeah, Hopsville. This is the...
Wow.
Oh, that
Tony.
was such a gap.
Tiny
That was
Tony.
the gap.
Yeah. See, I really wanted to do that the Capri when I was in Canberra, but I was like, it was the next day that we went to Toast, and I was like, I'm not feeling great from after that concussion, but I'll do
Yeah.
some general light hops.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
when Jeans Crew became a thing.
Oh yeah, when the parkour scene developed this craze
Style.
over jeans, where we
Yeah,
actually
man,
got
Abe.
fashion.
Yeah, so you could go into cafes. Dude, Abe's side
Yeah.
pre-game was so good. It's not funny.
Oh yeah.
That's the
Oh,
other
the old,
Apes.
I missed that.
Yeah, that was my favorite gym.
Yeah. I remember the 2018 jump off. We all had a video parkour night. We all just had popcorn and watched it on a big screen. Watched parkour videos all together. Sydney.
Yeah, because we took Abe's van and we drove him down from Townsville to Adelaide. So we stopped.
That's
in
a
Brisbane,
big
Sydney.
drive.
Yeah,
That's
we did it over
huge.
5 days with Michaela.
Oh yeah. Michaela Hartley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I absolutely love him, Kaz and Michaela's relationship. They're the cutest ones ever. Cutest parkour couple.
The whole thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Hopsville back in the day.
Oh yeah. Well, that just makes me really all this stuff just makes me really excited for this competition. Just like have more parkour videos from people all around Australia, just like or just in general, because we don't have enough competition in Australia, and since COVID killed jump off for the moment, people have been egging for something like this.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what people can come up with, especially from that video point of view. Bring back the YouTube video days instead of just the Instagram quick one clips. Like I really miss all the YouTube edits. So I'm very excited to see what people can come up with.
We had a disclaimer for people watching, if you are still on with us after an hour of talking. Best way to submit your videos is in landscape, only just for in terms of like putting it onto YouTube and whatnot. As you can see here, trying to make it above 2 gigabytes so it's easy to download, and just general HD quality. And royalty-free music is a big one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very important. Everyone can shoot in HD on their phone. So there's not a single person out there still rocking a Nokia 6110.
You never know.
You should be fine. And royalty-free music is a must, because as we saw, YouTube is a fickle beast and will switch us off at a moment's notice if we upset the gods.
That's what happened just before.
Yeah, we got
live stream.
So there's still a couple of weeks to go to get edits in. So for anyone who doesn't know, please share this with your friends. Make sure everyone's shooting and ready to go. Any final words, Brian?
I'm excited for you all to make this its own big thing in parkour in Australia. More shit happening. I probably shouldn't have said the S word because we might get cancelled. No. YouTube does that.
Reese, any final thoughts?
No, very excited to see what everyone can put together. Me and Brian might even link up and put something cheeky together too, just to join in with everyone. Obviously, we can't enter, but
what are you doing Sunday?
The Brian and Reese show.
Do you have time? We're training in Coburg.
I'll make time for you.
Oh, beautiful.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone can come up with. And if you're struggling for inspiration or struggling, videos that always win my heart are old school parkour videos, the Galusian Urban Project days, the Owls Gang, the B&E. If you're trying to work out how you want to make your video, really look back at some of the Australian videos. Like they stood the test of time.
Amazing. Awesome. Alrighty. Thank you, boys. I appreciate your time. Everyone watching, we will catch you in a couple of weeks for the big show. Peace out.